Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of December 15th through the 21st. And during that time, on the 15th, Mercury will be going direct, so we'll be out of that crazy retrograde that we were just in, and that kind of clears up communication issues and just things that pop up during that time. We will also be in the full moon energy on the 15th, which I'm already feeling myself creep up. That's a time of heightened emotions. It can be time when you're overwhelmed and anxious, maybe changes in your sleeping patterns, which is something that I definitely experience. I know I woke up in the middle of the night last night, just wide awake, ready to go at like 4 a.m. So, just make sure you're relaxing before you go to bed and try to get that good full night's sleep, when that energy is at its highest. That will move us into the waning gibbous, which is definitely a more relaxing time. You can kind of buckle down and get some things done. So we will also have the energy of the solstice coming up on Saturday, the 21st. So that's the shortest, most dark day of the year. I enjoy it here because we gather friends and family, and we have a big celebration. We do a big bonfire. We send our intentions out for the year. So it's just really a good time if you can get with other people during that darkest day, just to have some light around you when it comes to people that are in your life. That's a great way to celebrate. So keep those energies in mind as you move through your week. All right, Pisces, for December 15th through the 21st. Your overall message card for this reading is adjustments are required. All right, Pisces, let's see what we've got going on. See what the tarot says about making some adjustments. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I'd like to remind you, not just this week, but every week, to notice the world around you, when it comes to synchronicities. So this could be repeating numbers that you encounter. It might be an animal that you don't encounter every day. Look up the energy of that animal. This could come through in the way of a song that you hear or a conversation that you overhear, but the universe is always speaking to us. So just pay attention to those synchronicities, especially if you are in a period where you're making adjustments. There might just be some little clues and things out there for you. So keep that in mind as you're moving through your week. All right. Pisces, December 15th through 21st. Message for Pisces. Adjustments are required. All right, Pisces. Your present energy is the Hermit. So it looks like you're going to have a week where you're, really going within. You're thinking this is just the card of that inner searching. This can be a card of learning things. This is a card of looking for that wisdom. The light of the Hermit is just lit. It's not too far out in the future. It's really lit close to the Hermit, and that's kind of searching for that inner wisdom. So pay attention to that this week. Your current situation is the Magician. So maybe you have some choices. This is awareness of the things around you, and what is it that the magician is asking of you. If you're searching inside there, you may have some ideas about how you want to move forward, maybe as we come into the new year cycle. That how do you want to spend your time next year? Do you want to spend it on your passions, or do you want to be better at communicating? You want to open your heart a little bit, or be more successful in the material world. So looks like those things are on your mind. And it's a good time for that. I mean, as you come to the end of a year and start a new one, it's time for those New Year's resolutions and those kind of things. You start to ask yourself, how do I want to move forward in my next year in a more positive way? At the root of your situation is the Knight of Pentacles. So, this is an action card. There, you may be wanting to move better in your financial area, your job. You may want to, move to a different job. You may want to move up in the company that you're working at, but it looks like there's some sort of action that you're definitely thinking about taking. And that's kind of causing you to go inward. Maybe you're thinking about your job and where you are right now, and do you want to move forward with this? But it looks like you're in a good place to do that. And you're kind of, you're kind of searching. In your recent past is the Queen of Cups. So you're going into this with some emotional stability, as you kind of go inside and think about these things. So what's on your mind this week is a celebration. So, you may have a party coming up this week. There may be some people around you that, that are maybe going to give you some information about how you want to move forward this year and what you want to buckle down and focus on. There may be some, thing, like I said, the synchronicities that come in. You may just run into someone at a party that you talk about, just different life things and different ways where you think, okay, I want to move forward in whatever particular way, whether it be your work life, you want to buckle down and make some money, really pack some money into a savings account, work on your investments, or and you're coming from an emotionally stable place to be able to do that. What is just ahead of you is the Wheel of Fortune. So that may be a good year for you to do that, to buckle down. And again, if it's monetary related, we've got a couple different elements coming out here. I'm not. It could be that, but it could also be, passion and things about your relationship where it's just, I always think of this card as the wheel and the sky keeps turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow, because it's a card of evolvement. You're growing and you're changing and making new decisions. So, but the world is your oyster. That wheel turns and new things come up and you get to make decisions. So as you're making adjustments in your life, it's kind of open at this point in your reading that you can make any adjustment that's really coming to you that you want to think about. In your advice position is a little bit of dissatisfaction. So maybe there's something that comes up for you this week that, that makes you think about that. That's something that you're not super satisfied with. And, that happens. We can't be happy 24/7, but looks like things are on your mind and you're definitely going within and thinking about it. So, just watch out for that dissatisfaction this week. Um, and because this is in your advice position, really think about the cups being offered to you and the cups that are full in front of you. And, sometimes this can be kind of like, just not that you're just not excited about something. So, maybe try to amp up your excitement about whatever it is that you're involved with right now. So, if you're feeling kind of about it. So, what is beyond your control this week would be the Empress card. So, this is a card of creativity and really sitting in energy of just knowing things and knowing, knowing which way you want to move this year. So think about that. Again, if you're spending a lot of this internal time, maybe you have some extra time this week put aside to, just kind of think about things and how you do want to adjust your life. And again, this could be in your work life, this could be in your emotional life. It looks like you have a lot of options. So that's a great energy to be in. What is your secret desire or what you're trying to avoid? So this is a card of rest and meditation. Only you can answer this. I mean, here we've got this Hermit card and this, this rest. This is, to me, this is thinking. You've got the sword energy here, with the four that and are you avoiding that, or is it your secret desire to be, to go ahead and have that hermit time and have that time to yourself to really think about, how you want to move forward? And your final outcome card is the King of Swords. So, in whatever way you're going to move forward, you're going to be very clear about it. It's going to be very clear in your head, and it's going to be very clear in how you communicate that. So, this could be, communicating clearly at work, communicating clearly in your relationships, but you, you're going to come out of this thought and knowing that, your world is changing a little bit and kind of identifying, where do I need to make changes? What am I a little dissatisfied with? Can I change that? And it looks like you have those tools available for you. And again, it's just making those little adjustments. Adjustments are always required in almost every area of our life. So as you, maybe take notes this week if you're thinking of something and think, I'd like to do this part of my life a little differently. And then just take the steps one at a time to move towards that. What's being hidden from you this week is, yeah, moving towards your future. and moving towards your future with this emotional support behind you. It looks like you've got friends and family that are cheering you on as you take steps to make adjustments in your life and move forward. So great energy there, Pisces. I think you're going to have a really good week. Again, you're going to have some time to go inward and just kind of really think, is this where I want to be? Am I moving in the right direction? I've hit this camera every reading today. So sorry, camera. so, but you're going to have that time to not only make those adjustments, but also think about those adjustments. So let's get a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck for Pisces, December 15 through 21. All right. Yeah, make necessary sacrifices. Kind of goes with making those adjustments, right? So, not everything's perfect all the time. If you've got something that you're not super thrilled about, it's just make those adjustments. Sometimes you're sacrificing, you're giving up one thing to gain another. So be thinking about that. And again, if you need to take notes, during this time that you get to rest and meditate this week, just make some notes. Think about your future, think about how you want to move forward. That's the magician asking you that. How do you want to make your life better throughout the next year? So think about that this week, and again, take notes and just make those little adjustments as you go through your week. So Pisces, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take forward and use. I hope there was something that resonated with you. If that's the case, if you want to leave me a comment, I would love to get your feedback on that. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week. We'll see if this message evolves or if there's something totally new that comes up for you. I will have extra time for private readings coming up soon. So if that's something you're interested in, please drop me an email and I will certainly notify you when that time becomes available for me. Also, if you enjoy, excuse me, if you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. It's a new channel, so trying to get this thing going here, and that would be great. I would really appreciate that so much. So thanks again, Pisces. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.